Speaker, I'll have your play-by-play tonight with your video. Jack Sadler, he's got our video online at mymoinfo.com. Just go to J98 Web TV. You can listen to the broadcast and watch the game at the same time. And back in the studio, Scott Kabbalah engineering and operating our game at the studio tonight. So let's meet our starters for the St. James Lady Tigers. They'll start Alexis Uffman, a 5'6" sophomore. Allie Keene goes 5'4". She's a junior. MJ Bushman is a 5'10" senior. Ashley Marlett is a 5'5" sophomore. And Allison McDowell, a 5'8" sophomore. So a great ball club. They've got 3 sophomores in the starting lineup and a junior. The Central Lady Rebels are youthful as well. A couple of freshmen, a couple of sophomores in the starting lineup. The freshman, Olivia Casey, a 5'6" freshman, averaging 11.6 points a game. Megan Skaggs, a 5'11" freshman, averaging 10 and leads the team in rebounds at 8.5. Sydney Skaggs impacts the game in so many ways, and they're happy to have her back from injury in the early season, a 6-foot sophomore. Briley Merritt is a 5'9" senior, and the little engine that makes them go, Mackenzie Jones, a 5'4" sophomore, leads the team in points at 14.6 and assists at 4.2 on the year. The St. James Lady Tigers in their white uniforms with the red numbers and letters and the black trim. The Central Lady Rebels in their blue unis. And they've got red, blue, gray, and white stripes down the side. St. James will move it right to left as I look at and describe the action to you. And Central, of course, going left to right as you can watch the game on J98 Web TV. The official comes to the center circle, and we're ready for championship basketball at Park Hills at the Bob Seacrest Jr. Christmas Tournament. Final night, final game. Tap one by Central, and here we go. A pass over to the right side intended for Sydney Skaggs. That was from point guard Jones, and the ball tapped out of bounds. St. James will pressure you all over the floor. Alexis Uffman, the leader in that category. 7 steals for the last time. These two played 6 the other night in the semifinal. So it'll be Central basketball. Megan Skaggs with it, and Skaggs picks the dribble up, bounces it to the top of the key to Olivia Casey. They're looking high-low, try to go back to Megan. They'll try to use first names with Megan and Sydney Skaggs in the ball game at the same time. Same thing will happen with Tristan and Tia Jordan as we move along. First turnover of the game by the Central Lady Rebels. 24 steals the last time these two played. St. James stole the ball 24 times. St. James turns it over in its first possession as well, though, and so we've got a 2-2-1 full-court press applied by St. James. Point guard Mackenzie Jones throws it across that timeline, and a pass diagonal looking down underneath the Briley Merritt, intercepted by Alexis Uffman. That is her first steal of the game. Over to the right wing, triple missed by Ashley Marlett. So Central with the basketball again. Lob it to mid-post, and then the block-to-block pass. Megan to Sydney is tapped out of bounds. Good recovery by the St. James Lady Tigers in the transition defense. Not yet a minute in, and no score as of yet in this one. A bullet pass into Jones. She'll try the 3, left it just a little bit short. Rebound hauled in by Megan Skaggs. Megan attacks the rack, and MJ Bushman fouled her on the way to the hole. MJ, standing for Mary Jane, likes to go by MJ, though. Out of the free throw line, here's Megan Skaggs, a 50% free throw shooter this season. Leading rebounder on the team at 8.4, and she's got the most steals on the team with 32 coming in. And the first free throw by Megan Skaggs is up and through, and the first lead going to the Central Lady Rebels. A 1-0 lead. Megan Skaggs back to the stripe. Scored 7 points the last time these two met. Perfect on her first 2 attempts from the free throw line. And the Lady Rebels lead it 2-0. Alexis Uffman jets down the floor, throws a bouncer, left low block down inside, and MJ Bushman right there for the score. MJ leads them in scoring on the year with 16 per game. 2-2 the score. A lob to Sydney Skaggs. Count the shot, and she's fouled. Sydney Skaggs did not play the first time these two met because of injury. And the foul whistled against Ashley Marlett right there as Sydney goes to the free throw line looking for the 3-point play. Only 5 free throws for Sydney on this season, and make it 6 now, and 3 for 6. Sydney completes the 3-point play, and a 5-2 lead for Central. Uffman comes up the floor, and she is fast. Bounces it to her teammate Marlett. Marlett looks for the drive inside. Ball taken away by Olivia Casey, though, and then taken quickly back by St. James. Allie Keene grabbed it, sends it outside. 3-pointer bombed in by Ashley Marlett. Marlett, a 38% three-point shooter on the year. That's her 26th of the season to lead the team. And Central turns it over once again. 4 early turnovers for Central. The left side layup won't fall. And the shot either blocked or changed by Sydney Skaggs. She can do that. In limited play so far, has 14 blocks on the year already. Over to the right side. Three-pointer up, missing. Sydney's got the backside rebound. Turnaround jumper, count it. That one rattled home, and Sydney Skaggs has 5 points. So there's 5 points that Central didn't get last time these two played. A blocked shot and a couple of rebounds as well. Uffman gets by Sydney Skaggs, pitches it back outside. Bushman drives. Shot won't fall, but she's fouled on the way in. They're going to call the foul on the floor, it looks like. And that one going against Briley Merritt. First substitutes of the game coming in for Matt Bradley's team. This was Tristan Jordan. Tristan, a 5'4" sophomore. Her sister Tia, also a contributor off the bench for this team. Uffman plays it in. That's to Bushman. Central running a 2-3 zone here on defense. Another 3 by Marlett. Knocks it down. Marlett with 2 threes. Bang, bang for her. And it's an 8-7 lead for St. James. Marlett with the 2 threes. Bushman with a deuce. And another near turnover by Central. They get it on a loose ball. Tracked down by Jones. Jones tried to lob it over the defense, over to the far side of the lane. Bushman wouldn't have it and tapped it out. 8-7 lead for St. James. Central basketball. First substitute for the Tigers, Hannah Perona, a 5'6" junior. She averages 4 points a game off the bench. This Tiger Ball Club has a terrific bench. They've got Shauna Reinhardt. They can still put in there, averages 10 points a game off the bench. Jordan head of the circle over to the left wing. That's Casey with the basketball. Looks underneath, finds Sydney Skaggs. Cindy turns toward the goal, banks it off the window. Shot wouldn't fall. Megan, her sister, grabs the rebound, plays to Sydney. Now to the right elbow. That's to Tristan Jordan. Take it back out front to Jones. Lob underneath Sydney. Sydney backing down, muscles up. Count it! And Sydney Skaggs, a tremendous start to this game. She's got 7 of her team's 9 and a 9-8 lead for Central. Sydney, such a key component that was not available the first time these two met, and a 20-point loss for Central at the Potosi Tournament Championship. 62-42. Another 3 by Marlett, misses this one, and Sydney Skaggs has the rebound. She seems to be everywhere so far. So does Bushman, as Bushman grabs it on the turnover, and her pass tapped right back to her by Mackenzie Jones, and then Bushman tossed it away and out of bounds. 5 early turnovers, though, by the Central Lady Rebels. Both coaches seem to agree this game probably hinging on turnovers, but Central's got the 1-point lead, and they do have more turnovers here early on, but Skaggs a force so far for the Lady Rebs. In the backcourt, and near turnover by Marlett, taken back away by Jones, plays it up the floor. Oh, Casey couldn't miss the runner. Olivia gets a rebound, though, pushes it back up, but not back in, and Bushman's got the board. Quick outlet pass, that's the Shauna Reinhardt. Reinhardt, left side, driving it, and fouled on the way in. Couple of great looks by the Lady Rebels that time, could not finish the play. And quickly the other way as the Lady Tigers grabbed the rebound through the long outlet pass. Reinhardt had the layup chance on the left side, couldn't hit that, but she was fouled by Jones. Shauna Reinhardt, 5'5" freshman, averaging 58% on the year from the foul line, and pokes the first one through. Here comes Tia Jordan, checking in for Olivia Casey. Jordan, just a sophomore. Both of these teams with tremendous youthful talent. Terry Wells says, we've got a couple in the 8th grade. I can't wait to get on varsity. Second free throw is missed by Reinhardt. Goes 1 for 2 on the exchange. Ball tapped out. Central going to have it on the far sideline. We're tied at 9 apiece, and we're halfway through the first quarter. Central averaging 61.5 points a game. St. James averaging 60.5 points. To get nearly identical scoring figures for these two. The inbounds pass out to that left wing, and a long 2-point shot will not fall for Jordan. The rebound taken down by St. James, but as they try to play it up the floor, they play it right back to Central and turn it over to them. Just inside of the free throw line, Sydney Skaggs rattled in and out the 14-footer. We're tied at 9, 3:40 remaining in the first period. Uffman up the floor, goes down to that left corner, and a 3-point shot from that left corner is drilled by Shauna Reinhardt. A 45% shooter outside of the arc. And now a quick turnover by Central as the Lady Rebels stepped across that baseline before putting the ball in play. So a 3-point lead for St. James with the basketball back. 3:32 remaining in this first quarter. Hannah Perona puts it in play. They look for Uffman on the right wing. She's way outside, drives inside, now to the free throw line, pitches it to the left side. Perona tries the triple, missed it, airballed it, but diving out of bounds. St. James saves it back in, and that's when Uffman tossed it way over her teammate's head over along that left corner and out of bounds. 3:20 on this first quarter clock. 12-9. The score, and a 3-point advantage for St. James. Mackenzie Jones in the backcourt fires to Jordan, and Jordan getting caught for the traveling violation. 7 turnovers by the Lady Rebels, 5 for St. James. So these pressure defenses forcing the turnovers, much like they've both done to other teams as well. Amy Dieselkamp checking in for St. James, 5'10" junior. Averages 3 points, just over 2 rebounds a game. This is Uffman on the left wing, and guarded by Sydney Skaggs. And that'll be a man-to-man defense being employed by Central here. Curling off a screen, nice drive by Marlett. Marlett bounces one over to the left corner. Shauna Reinhardt driving it, and fouls. That was Megan Skaggs who grabbed her on the way by. First one for Megan, the 5'11" freshman. We'd like to thank our sponsors as we move along tonight. The Potosi R3 schools, Potosi Lumber, the South Iron Schools of Annapolis, a few of our many fine sponsors, allowing us to bring you our comprehensive coverage of the Christmas tournament here at Central. Bouncer into Reinhardt left corner. Freshman plays it to the left wing to their teammate Marlett, a sophomore. Marlett hits the deck to Uffman, and right back to Marlett. Looked like she walked. They got the call right. A little bit of a delayed whistle, but they saw it. Got it right. 2:40 remaining in the first quarter, and a 12-9 lead for St. James. Yes, Central the host team, but St. James the top seed, so they are home team on the scoreboard, and they lead it 12-9. Mackenzie Jones, the leading scorer for Central, has not scored yet. Averages 14.6 on the year, but hasn't put one in yet. This is Olivia Casey up top to Jones. Jones with the three-pointer away. Too strong off the back iron. Rebound tapped around, taken by Dieselkamp. Long outlet pass, Shauna Reinhardt, left side layup. Muscled it home, and she is fouled. Tremendous play by the freshman right there. And a great outlet pass as well. St. James so good at starting that fast break, and the way that you do that is you've got to grab the rebounds. So they rebound and quickly pitch it out to the outlet. And Reinhardt, a good runner out there, fouled by Tia Jordan, her first. 4 team fouls whistled against Central, 2 against St. James. St. James by 5, 14-9. And the free throw rattles home by Shauna Reinhardt. It's now a 6-point lead for St. James, 15-9 at the 2:10 mark of this first quarter of play. And a good fast break by Central that time, breaking the pressure. A bouncer to Briley Merritt, who gets her first hoop of the ball game. Quickly the other way. This is Marlett driving in out to Uffman. Uffman steps inside of the arc, bounces back to her teammate, Corinne Anselm, who sees her first action right here. Another three-pointer by Marlett. Holy moly, Marlett has 3 threes, and the margin swells to 7, 18-11. And we're just under 2 minutes to play in this first quarter. Sydney Skaggs picks up a miss and pumps that back through. And Sydney with a huge impact on this game so far. 9 of her team's 13 points. St. James pushing tempo. They get it down on the paint with Uffman, curls it back outside, and along 2 by Anselm, misses. Rebound taken down by Briley Merritt. Merritt hands it over to her point guard, Jones. McKenzie throws it over the timeline, and it's in and out of the hands of Merritt, stolen away by Uffman. We're headed the other way. Uffman, the bouncer to Reinhardt, couldn't finish the three-point attempt that time, but she's headed back to the line, and that's the 3rd time that Reinhardt has taken it strong to the goal and been fouled on a layup attempt. As St. James has done a nice job both grabbing rebounds and acquiring steals, and then pushing the ball up the floor, and Reinhardt out there leading the thing. Reinhardt puts it in the left hand, pumps it in. She's got 8 points. Shauna averaging 10.5 off the bench. She's almost there in this one. Allison McDowell checks back in for St. James. 19-13. St. James leads it by 6. Largest lead's been 7. They can match that here as Shauna Reinhardt dips it, flips it, and she hits it. So tickles the twine for point number 9. 20-13. And St. James once again by 7. We're at the 1:10 mark now of this first quarter. And St. James putting that point total way up there here in the first frame. Here's Jones now out of the head of the circle. Drives it now, throws it down to Merritt in the right corner. Working back outside, Megan Skaggs to the top of the key. Mackenzie Jones pump fake on the 3, drives inside, and her runner blocked by McDowell, but McDowell caught her on the way by, and that's the first personal against Allison McDowell. So Mackenzie Jones looking for her first score of the game. Mackenzie, the team leader in scoring, 14.5 per contest. And in that semifinal win over Fredericktown, she scored 19, was 3 for 4 outside of the arc. And Mackenzie pops through her first point of the game right there. 20-14, a 6-point advantage for St. James. Central trying to make it a 5-point game as Jones goes back to the line. Misses this one, though. So Jones goes 1 for 2. Just a 54% free throw shooter this season. Bushman on the left wing bounces it to Lindsay Seams, seeing her first action. And Terry Wells really runs a turnstile over there on the sideline as he plays his entire bench. In fact, he's already played 10 players in this first quarter at 42 seconds remaining in the first period. A 2-3 zone by Central. 20-14, St. James on top. A turnover by the Lady Tigers right there as that pass too tall for Lindsay Seams. 20-14, St. James on top. Central basketball. Mackenzie Jones comes over to meet the pass in the backcourt. Bluffs a pass. Now pushes it over to the far sideline. That's to Tristan Jordan. Jordan caught in a double team. Finally bounces that out of there to Mackenzie Jones. Mackenzie looking for a bouncer down underneath. Intended for Megan Skaggs, but swiped away by St. James's Bushman. And they're on the run again. This is Marlett. Marlett plays it quickly down underneath. And that's Allison McDowell. And right now, St. James just flat beating Central down the floor. They lead it by 8, 22-14. And a quick steal, well, almost, by Ashley Marlett. And then finally fouls Jones from behind. It's the second one on Marlett. Marlett's been red hot with 3 threes. She's got 9 points in the first quarter. But right now, the Central Lady Rebels suffering in their transition defense. The Lady Tigers just beating them down the floor. Whether it's outlets on rebounds or steals, or just getting into that early offense. Jones from the left baseline rattles in and out a 15-footer. And as we go to the second quarter of play, St. James leading Central in the championship game at the Bob Seacrest Jr. Christmas Tournament here in Park Hills. 22-14, our score after 1. St. James on top. Back in a minute on J98.
Office Supply, we stand behind your business.
Hi, this is John Yao. Did you know we have office furniture, chairs, credenzas, and conference tables? Did you know that we have office supplies, pens, paper clips, Post-it notes, and more? Did you know that we offer over 29,000 different items and we deliver? Come see us or give us a buzz at Mineral Area Office Supply in downtown Park Hills.
We stand behind your business. I bet you know now.
Jefferson Regional continues to gain national and state recognition for medical excellence and patient safety. CareChex, one of the nation's top hospital ratings organizations, has announced its 2013 Quality Awards. Jefferson Regional earned medical excellence awards for ranking among the top 10% in the state and nation for cardiac care, pneumonia care, pulmonary care, and heart attack treatment. Jefferson Regional earned patient safety awards among the top 10% in the state and nation for overall hospital care, cardiac care, gallbladder removal, and interventional coronary care. Find out more at jhsmo.com.
22-14, Chad Speaker here. Jack Sadler, the man behind the camera, bringing you the video of this one. I've got your call. 22-14. It's an 8-point advantage for St. James after the first quarter. St. James vanquished Central in the finals of the Potosi tournament by 20 earlier this year. St. James has the basketball as we start the second quarter of play. Point guard Alexis Uppman steps through a double team. Oh my, MJ Bushman just dropped in a 3. She's got 5 points, 25-14. It's an 11-point spread for St. James. Sydney Skaggs plays it to her sister Megan, and Megan has her first field goal and 4 points for the game. 25-16, lead is 9 now. St. James quickly flows it down the floor. Allie Keene drives the left baseline, kicks it out. Uppman tries the triple, misses that one. Long rebound taken by Jones. Jones trying to get a 2-on-1 brewing. Crossover dribble, gets to the right side and lays it up and in. Mackenzie Jones has her first field goal. She's got 3 points, and the margin is 7, 25-18. Uppman a transition 3, rattled it in and out. And high for the rebound, Sydney Skaggs. So an 11-point lead's down to 7, and now a bouncer intended for Megan Skaggs, kicked away by the Lady Tigers defense. Well, Central Lady Rebels have dug themselves a hole here. Now, just got to work out of it. 6:52 remaining in the first half. 25-18. Congratulations to the Mineral Area Ladies. A victory this afternoon in a game we had for you on Super Talk 800 KREI. 96-53. They crushed Madison Prep. 25-18 is our score right here. St. James leads Central in the championship game of the Central Christmas Tournament here in Park Hills. A bullet pass to Megan Skaggs. That was into a double team and tapped out by St. James. Uffman checks out, and in her place, Ashley Marlett. Uffman hadn't scored. Marlett has 9 points, but Uffman, a tremendous ball handler and defender. A lob into Sydney Skaggs. Sydney tracks it down, and now a cross key look underneath for Olivia Casey. She plays it back up to the head of the circle, and that's to Tristan Jordan, left side. Over to Sydney. Sydney back to the top of the key. Jones. Jones back to the right side. Megan Skaggs has it. Megan looking for a drive. Cut off. Crossover dribble. And plays it to the right elbow. Olivia Casey. Give and go. Now working to the right corner. Sydney Skaggs pumps in a three. Her first three-point attempt of this season. And it goes down. She's got 12. 25-21. It's a 7-0 run by Central. They're right back in it here. 6:05 remaining in this second quarter. A drive. That time by Allie Keene, and Megan Skaggs taps it out of bounds. Sydney Skaggs with 12 first-half points to lead all scorers. And she has been the primary difference between Central being down double figures and now making it a 4-point game. There's a three-pointer by St. James that won't go. The rebound and stick back by Marla isn't there. Bushman tries it, and a great defense that time by Megan Skaggs. Outlet pass now on the run. Jones tries the layup and could not hit it. Jones, though, gets the rebound, plays to Megan Skaggs, and they miss two from point blank. But Central continues and tracks down the rebound. Olivia Casey tries the triple, missed it. Sydney Skaggs off the window, got it to go. The fifth try on that possession. And Sydney Skaggs finally made it go down. 25-23, a 9-0 run by the Central Lady Rebels. Allie Keene trying to stop the bleeding with a three-point shot. Can't do it. Mackenzie Jones has it. Throws it to half court. Megan Skaggs. She attacks from the right side. Lost her dribble and traveled with it. Well, a great run by the Central Lady Rebels. Their best run of the game so far. 25-23 the score. And the Lady Rebs on a 9-0 push to make it a 2-point game. They trailed 25-14. 25-23 right now at the 5:10 mark of this second quarter. And as quick as that, the point guard for St. James is back in. That's Alexis Uffman over to the right corner. Ashley Marlett can shoot that three. Plays it mid-post, right side now. And into the hands of Taylor Reinhardt. Back outside. Uffman tries the triple. Missed it. Megan Skaggs grabs a hold of the rebound. And right now, that's where Central is starting to make some hay, is on the boards. Grabbing all the misses on the defensive and offensive ends. Tia Jordan on the left wing. Finds her teammate Tristan Jordan at the top of the circle over to the right wing. Megan Skaggs, long shot. Wouldn't go. Uffman has the rebound. Uffman wants to push that tempo through a double team now. Finds Bushman. Bushman pulls up at the left baseline. The 8-footer won't fall for her, but she's fouled on the shot attempt. And the whistle goes against Megan Skaggs, her second. So it'll be Bushman going to the free throw line, a 70% foul shooter. She's already garnered some Division I interest. Schools like TCU, Charleston Southern, and a whole slew of Division I schools looking at her. Bushman misses the front end of the two-shot foul opportunity. 25-23. Central Lady Rebels on a 9-0 run. Bushman trying to stop that run with a free throw. Finally, she does. Goes 1 for 2 and has 6 points here in the first half. 26-23, still a one-possession game. Central basketball. Mackenzie Jones, jitterbugs in the backcourt. Now to Skaggs, and Skaggs missed it right back to Jones and turned it over. And now it's St. James on the run, left side layup. Count the shot for Bushman. She's going to the free throw line. This is already the fourth time that St. James will have an opportunity for a three-point play. They've been some great finishers in the open floor, and Central's been caught trailing so many times that they've fouled on layup attempts. So Bushman with 8, back to the line, tickles the twine. She's got 9, and it's now a 4-0 push by St. James. They lead at 29-23. 4 minutes, 10 seconds in the second quarter. Head of the circle, Mackenzie Jones with the basketball. Backs it out. Now looks for a drive. Drives it down the right side of the lane. Nice help side defense. Taylor Reinhardt turns her back outside. A bullet down underneath the Merritt. She turns toward the window. Shot is up, but the foul came prior to the shot on the floor. So it'll be Central basketball right of the bucket along that baseline. The whistle goes against Taylor Reinhardt. Standing there to put it in play, Briley Merritt for Central. They'll put Jones on that left wing outside of the arc. Enter it to Sydney Skaggs. Her turnaround jumper won't fall. Briley Merritt scraps the rebound back. Her second chance won't fall, but she's going to the free throw line as she was fouled on the stick back attempt. And so from here on out in the first half, both teams will be shooting on any more fouls. Merritt, 41% free throw shooter, and the reverse jinx helps her out. Rolled it up and in. 29-24, a 5-point lead for St. James. 3:52 remaining in the first half. This is for the championship of the Bob Seacrest Jr. Christmas Tournament right here on J98. Second free throw rattles in and out, and the rebound taken right back. Merritt got it back somehow as it went through 3 sets of hands and then banked it in for a deuce. Huffman up the floor. She's got it on the right wing. Pump fake, a bouncer back out. So that's to Bushman. Bushman drives down the middle of the lane, splits a double team and laid it in. They just can't let her get to the rack that easy. Or maybe she just made it look that easy, but there were 3 defenders she got by and heading to the hole that time. And Bushman in double figures with 11. And now here's a steal. The ball tapped away by Marlett. She's got a layup on the other end. And another turnover by Central, their 12th of the first half. 33-26. It's back to a 7-point lead in favor of St. James. Central chopped it down to 2. Had a 11-point deficit down to 2, but now that lead right back up there. But here's Merritt going to work once again. Right low block, and Briley powers it through. The lead is 5 for St. James, 33-28. Huffman drives in, circles it back outside to Bushman. Over the left wing, three-pointer away by Perona. Missed it. Backside rebound, Sydney Skaggs. Skaggs hands it off to Jones. Jones has the ball ripped clean by Huffman. Huffman now headed down the floor. This will be an unchallenged left side layup. Blew it! Missed it. Got her backside rebound, and the shot blocked by Mackenzie Jones. Her first block of the year for the 5'4" sophomore. Tapped out of bounds. St. James has it. And St. James will put it in play right at the bucket along the baseline. Good hustle by Mackenzie Jones, and a nice job by the 5'4" sophomore to jump up and block that shot as well, but too many turnovers by Central, leading to easy opportunities for St. James. Timeout on the floor. 2 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the first half. 33-28, St. James on top with the ball. And we're back with more after this 30-second pause on J98.
Southeast Missouri Behavioral Health is an integrated co-occurring mental health and substance abuse service provider with offices throughout the region. Southeast Missouri Behavioral Health can help if you're worried that someone you love might have a mental or substance abuse problem and you don't know what to do. Southeast Missouri Behavioral Health is accredited by the Commission on the Accreditation for Rehabilitation Facilities. Visit www.cmobh.org for free confidential online screenings or call 1-800-455-5749. That's 1-800-455-5749.
I'd like to thank our sponsors as we move along tonight. Jefferson Regional Medical Center and CNC Wood Furnace. Jefferson Regional out of Festus, CNC Wood Furnace from Farmington. A turnover by St. James. The swipe by Central this time. Heading down the floor, right side layup won't go for Megan Skaggs, but she's fouled on her way in. That's what St. James has done to Central for the large part of this first half. And the Lady Rebs turn it around that time. Megan Skaggs going to the free throw line, 50% on the year, 100% tonight, 2 for 2. Megan averages 10 points and 8.5 rebounds on the season, and she rattles this one home for point number 5. Well, the Skaggs sisters, 19 of their team's 29. And Megan at the line trying to make it a one-possession game. And throws it up, cannot hit it this time, but does get her own rebound, sends it outside. Three-pointer by Jones. Bullseye, Mackenzie Jones. And we've got a one-point game, 33-32, but dueling three-pointers is Shauna Reinhardt. Just cut the cords on a three. What an answer by the St. James ball club. Quickly down the other way. Skaggs, Sydney plays it underneath. That's to Mackenzie Jones. Usually it'll be the other way around, and Jones had it swiped away. The 19th turnover of the first half for the Central Lady Rebels. Over to the right corner, this is Emma Rogers seeing her first action for St. James. And now it's Corinna Anselm. They work it over to Uffman. And Terry Wells has played his entire roster in this game. He has confidence in every one of them. 2-3 zone being played by Central, 36-32. Central had it down to a 1-point game just moments ago, but then another good answer by St. James. There's the Diesel going to work down underneath. Amy Dieselkamp. Turnaround jumper from 10, rattled it home off the window. 38-32, the lead 6 for St. James. It's Central basketball. Mackenzie Jones, top of the key. Jab step, cut off, flips it over to the left wing. Merritt driving left side off the window. Couldn't curl it in, but the backside rebound taken back down by Sydney Skaggs, and she powers it through. She's got 16 big ones in the first half. 38-34, back to a 4-point game. St. James still leads, and another 3 off the hand of Shauna Reinhardt. Misses this one. Long rebound, Mackenzie Jones. Mackenzie pushing it up the floor. Left side, on the run, goes to the left hand. Misses the shot. Backside rebound, Megan Skaggs misses the shots. And going to the free throw line on the foul call. It was actually the St. James player that had better rebounding position that time. But the rebound was high to the taller player, Megan Skaggs, and she grabbed it, and that's when Reinhardt grabbed her on the wrist on the shot attempt. So to the free throw line, Megan Skaggs. And she can make it a 2-point game if she can drill them both. There's the first. And Megan got that one to fall. Now 4 for 5 from the free throw line, the 5'11" freshman. Mackenzie Jones comes over to, looks like, set the rest of the first half. 38-35, a one-possession game. And Mackenzie Skaggs back to the line to try to make it a 2-point game on this free throw attempt. And nothing but nylon for Megan Skaggs, 38-36. So the Central Lady Rebels looking for one great defensive possession right here. 35 seconds left first half. Let's see what Terry Wells wants out of his club. He says, run some offense, ladies. Bouncer to Uffman. She's at half court. Uffman's got a player at the high post, Anselm. Instead, it's Marlett over to the right corner. Marlett driving it, goes to the left hand. Misses the shot. Battle for the rebound, won by Tia Jordan. And Central can tie or take the lead on this possession as we head toward the locker room. 15 seconds left in the first half. 38-36. St. James on top. Right wing pass, that's Merritt. Merritt tries to throw it underneath, stolen away by Bushman. Bushman pushes it up the floor with 5, with 4. And now a three-pointer by Marlett with 2 seconds left in the first half. That won't go. Bushman's stick back is not there. And as we go to halftime, we've got a 2-point game. St. James 38, Central 36. So our halftime score 38-36, and just getting set for our second half of play. Both teams in their huddles as we get ready to start the second half. The arrow pointing towards Central as the Lady Rebels will move it right to left as I look at and as you can view the game at J98 Web TV. So Central will get the basketball, and they could tie or maybe take the lead right here. It's Mackenzie Jones, the point guard, starting it off. Flips over to the left wing. This is Megan Skaggs. Megan, jab step, drives it to the free throw line. Bouncer for Jones, a perilous pass, but Jones grabbed a hold over to the right wing. Briley Merritt looking underneath now, and great pass underneath. Nice screen. Olivia Casey gets it deep in the right low block, powers her way in, misses the shot, grabs the rebound, misses the second, and then Uffman tracking down the rebounds. Uffman hits the deck. 2 players pounce on top of her, and now there's a whistle, and I don't know if so I didn't know if it would be a foul call or just Central out of bounds. They call Central out of bounds that time. Nobody really had possession, so no turnover there. 38-36. St. James leads. St. James led it by 11 at one point in the first half. A 9-0 run by Central got them back in the game, and it's been a good tight one ever since. Spin move by Bushman, misses the runner. Rebound comes down to the Lady Rebels, and now as Mackenzie Jones crosses the timeline, she is quickly double-teamed, pitches it out and away from that, kind of hooks it over the top, and now Uffman swipes it and is headed the other way. Uffman driving it 1-on-3 and lays it in. Alexis Uffman, surprisingly, her first bucket of the game, and she makes it a 4-point lead for St. James, 40-36. 6:50 remaining here in this third. Sydney and Megan Skaggs playing catch on the far sideline. As Megan grabbed a hold and drove past, she was fouled by St. James. That's the second one on Allison McDowell. I don't know if this Lady Tiger team is completely impervious to foul trouble, but boy, they're so deep. They would be compromised if they had Uffman or Bushman in foul trouble, you'd think, but not as much as a lot of teams. They have quality play up and down that roster. Central basketball, nobody getting open on the inbound, and Central just throws it away. A poorly run sideline inbounds by the Lady Rebels. 15 turnovers in the first half, 2 so far in the first 70 seconds of the second half. You would think that if the Lady Rebels commit 30 turnovers in this game, they would not have a good chance to win it. They've got to clean that up in the second half. 6:45 remaining in this third quarter of play. 40-36, a 4-point advantage for St. James. St. James playing in the half court. Here's Bushman spinning down along that left baseline. Throws up a 15-footer and just put it right home. Terrific shot. She was guarded well. 42-36. And the first 4 points of this second half going to St. James. Jones grabs it in the backcourt. Merritt calling for it. Jones picks her dribble up, head of the circle. Right wing Skaggs. Skaggs outside of the arc, looking underneath. No screens active there. Now Megan Skaggs has it at the free throw line. And over to the right wing, Briley Merritt. Merritt pulls up at the right baseline, rattled the shot in and out. Bushman hauls in the rebound. Bushman leads the team at 5.5 rebounds per game. 42-36, a 6-point advantage for St. James. St. James has led nearly the entire way. Central was able to pull to within 1 at 33-32, and now St. James pulling away again. Allie Keene has her first bucket. It's a runner on the left baseline from 8 feet, falls through. A long pass out to Sydney Skaggs, and she glides in for the right side layup. Sydney's got 18 points. 44-38. An 8-point deficit down to 6 here, and a turnover by St. James. Stepped on the sideline. Central basketball. In the backcourt, Mackenzie Jones. Jones averages nearly 15 per game. She's got 6 in this one. Sydney calling for it. They just flat lost Skaggs that time, and somehow she misses the shot, but grabs the rebound and then puts it back up. She's fouled on the stick back. Sydney's played so well, but that was probably the easiest shot that she's had all game, and just missed it from point blank right side of the bucket, but kept herself active, grabbed the rebound, and now to the free throw line to try to put them through from there. First one will not fall for her. She was 1 for 1 from the line before that tonight. She was 3 for 6 on the season. And so now make it 3 of 7. 44-38. The margin is 6 in favor of St. James. The Lady Tigers 12-0 on the year. One of those victories over Central. The 20-point win in the finals of the Potosi Tournament Championship. Skaggs missed them both. And now quickly the outlet pass to Marlett. Misses the layup, but once again, that's what Central got themselves into in the first half, allowing those long outlet passes, and St. James just flat beating them down the floor. That's what happened on that one. First foul on Sydney Skaggs. At the free throw line, Ashley Marlett. Marlett, a 59% free throw shooter. She's knocked down 3 triples tonight, so she sure looks like the shot is on, and it was on that one, and she's got 12. 45-38. Lead is 7 for St. James. Back to the stripe. Marlett averages 13 on the year, and she could match her average if she tosses that one through, and she does. So 46-38. The lead at 8 once again. And the ball poked away from behind by Marlett. Over to Bushman. Another turnover for Central. And the left side layup by Marlett. She's got 15. Just right to the hole that time. 48-38. It's a 10-point advantage for St. James. And there's Marlett tapping it away from behind again. Central just cannot control the basketball against this St. James team. Just not aware of where the defenders are. That's twice in a row that a ball's been tapped away from behind by a trailing defender. 4:50 remaining in the third quarter. 48-38. St. James leads. Largest lead for St. James has been 11 points. They can make it 12 or 13 right here. Over to the left wing, Marlett's outside of the arc. Swings it to Reinhardt on the left wing. To the left corner, Marlett once again. Three-pointer rattles in and out. Uffman attacks the glass for the rebound. Sends it outside. That's Bushman. Bushman slicing down the left side of the lane. Missed it. And the rebound pulled down by Megan Skaggs. Megan Skaggs takes it across the timeline. Sydney glides in from the right side. Missed the layup again. That's 2 straight layups that Sydney Skaggs has missed at point blank. And on the rebound attempt, it's tied up. And St. James has it on the alternate possession. 48-38. St. James leading the Central Lady Rebels. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in this third quarter. St. James looking at full court pressure here. And a 10-second violation by St. James in the backcourt. So, and Matt Bradley has kind of used a spot press. Sometimes he's pressed, sometimes not. But that time it seemed to catch St. James by surprise. Near sideline, Megan Skaggs to put it in play. Lobs it in to the middle of the floor. Ball tapped. Sydney Skaggs grabs it on the loose ball. Bouncer to Tia Jordan, right corner, and back out to the right wing to Mackenzie Jones. Over to the left wing. Olivia Casey's outside of the arc, drives it through. Can't hit the runner. Sydney Skaggs grabs the rebound, tosses it in. I beg your pardon? I think that was Megan Skaggs. So I'll make that correction. Megan's got points number 8 and 9. 3:40 remaining in the third quarter. Bushman flies it across the timeline to Anselm. Anselm, the 18-footer, early in the offense, missed it. Long outlet pass. That's Sydney Skaggs going to work. Misses the runner and walked her way into it anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. The defender came over to cut her off, and as Sydney tried to step inside that defender, took an extra step. Not a bad idea, though, to get that outlet pass to Sydney, try to get somebody out on the run like St. James has done nearly the entire game, and they do it once again right here. The bouncer to the left, low block. Reinhardt stolen away by Sydney Skaggs. Sydney plays it to Mackenzie Jones. Ball picked away from her, and another turnover by the Central Lady Rebels. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third frame. As St. James grabbed a hold of it, they traveled with it, and they gave it right back over to Central. 48-40. And another turnover by Central. And a foul on Mackenzie Jones. These turnovers just racking up for the Central Lady Rebels. 15 in the first half, 6 so far in the first 5 minutes of the second half. 3:09 remaining in the third period. 48-40. St. James leading Central. I think it's a single-factor game right now. If Central could take care of the ball and not turn it over, I think they can win this game. I think they still got time to do it, too. Uffman drives in, kicks it out. Hannah Perona tries the three. Missed it. Merritt grabs the rebound. That's something that the Central Lady Rebels have done a terrific job with, is rebounding it. And Uffman just takes it right away from Olivia Casey. Just went right up on it. Just picked it off. Said, my ball. Uffman's got it on that left wing right here. Fires it to the head of the circle. This is to Shauna Reinhardt, and she rattles home the three. Shauna Reinhardt has 15, and the lead swells back to 11, the largest of the game for St. James, 51-40. And there's Megan Skaggs, stepped around the defender in a pretty layup on the right side. The lead's at 9, 51-42. Another three, and another three-point make by Shauna Reinhardt. Her fourth triple of the game, and the 5'5" freshman with 18 points off the bench. And she's tied for game-high honors with Sydney Skaggs. 54-42, the largest deficit of the game for Central. They attack the basket on the other end. Megan Skaggs gets it at the right low block and tossed it through. So 54-44. I thought that came on the shot anyway. Let's see what the officials rule, if it's one shot or two. And they indicate one shot. Still haven't put the points up for Central, though. And Skaggs misses the free throw. Good battle, though, by Tia Jordan to get over there. Looked like she had the rebound for a moment, then stepped out of bounds. And the free throw missed by Megan Skaggs. So 54-42 is what they have listed on the scoreboard. I've got 54-44. I don't think they put that last bucket up there for Megan Skaggs. Another three-pointer by Shauna Reinhardt. Misses that one. And Mackenzie Jones grabs a hold of the rebound. Jones comes across that timeline. A minute 48 remaining in this third quarter. A lob intended for Sydney Skaggs. And coming from the backside, Dieselkamp brought the sledgehammer and fouled her. Dieselkamp's got her first. 1:44 remaining in the third. Central basketball right of the bucket along the baseline. Fire it into Sydney Skaggs just inside of the three-point arc. Rattled home the 17-footer. Good shot by Sydney. She's got 20. Tremendous game by Sydney Skaggs, and now they finally put it up on the board. So 54-46. Now our numbers agree. Alexis Upman, jump stop, flips it over the left wing. A three-pointer by Bushman, and she pokes that one through. Bushman has her second three. Boy, this Lady Tiger team, just terrific. 57-46, and now here's another turnover on Central. 23rd of the game. 57-46, an 11-point lead for St. James. St. James shooting the ball awfully well also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 three-pointers. And there's Bushman pumping in another shot. She's got 18, and 59-46. This is the largest lead of the ball game. At 13 points, Sydney Skaggs comes back and tosses through an 18.5-footer right there. 59-48. Well, it's going to be tough for Central in that fourth quarter. We've got less than a minute to go in the third. And Central looks like they'll have a double-digit deficit or very close to that as we go to the fourth quarter of play. They're going to have to play a pristine fourth. This ball slapped away by Mackenzie Jones and out of bounds. 59-48. St. James by 11 with the basketball. Allie Keene checks in for St. James. And Megan Skaggs checks back in for Central. 44 seconds left. Third quarter. 59-48. St. James ahead of their average scoring for the year. Over to the left corner, that's Keene with the basketball. Pump fake, looks for a drive. Ball slapped at, but then a loose one taken back by Marlett. Marlett drives, works it back outside. Bushman, head of the circle. 18-footer wouldn't go. Battle for the board. And that's a foul whistled against St. James. I think it was Dieselkamp trying to fight through the good position by Central. Yeah, Dieselkamp. Foul. Looks like Dieselkamp, but pronounced Dieselkamp. 59-48. An 11-point lead for St. James. Central going to try to cut this to single digits as we go to the fourth. Megan Skaggs lobs it down underneath, and that's a great looking pass to Tia Jordan, who has her first bucket. And the lead now 9. St. James, though, quickly up the other end, just like that. Looked like they got away with a travel. Missed the shot from 5 feet out for Bushman. Then she went over the back. So 8 seconds left in the third quarter, and if Central could pull off something here and execute something and get a shot off and make one, well, that'd give them a big lift headed to the fourth. And we're going to walk down and shoot some free throws because that's the 7th team foul against the Lady Tigers. I think these are big ones. You're down by 9. You've got a chance to score here headed to the fourth quarter. Only 8 seconds left in the third quarter, and if Megan Skaggs can make these two, then she can make it a 7-point game headed to the fourth. Megan today was 5 for 7 from the free throw line. And the front end of the 101 is up and in. Megan Skaggs with 16 points. That's well out ahead of her 10-point average on the season. 59-51. 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Megan Skaggs back to the line. And the second of the 101 up. Missing off the net, in fact. Didn't draw iron that time. But the margin is 8, and it was at 11 just moments ago. In fact, it was at 13 just a little bit ago. They roll it in to Uffman in the backcourt with 7. Gets to half court with 6. Looking for a teammate. Now passes it finally to Shauna Reinhardt with 2 with 1. Three-pointer away. Won't fall, and we go to the fourth quarter. And it's not going to be easy for Central, but they trailed by 13 at one point. They've scored 5 straight and made it an 8-point game as we head to the fourth. So going to the fourth frame, St. James 59, Central 51. I'm back with your fourth quarter of play on the other side of this 1-minute pause on J98.
Harold's Market in Imperial offers old-fashioned full butcher service with fresh-cut meats and a complete line of groceries and produce. Try the all-new pineapple brats only found at Harold's Market. You'll also find center-cut boneless chuck roast, pork chops, and quarter loin pork roast. Also ask about their freezer package specials. All special cuts wrapped your way and quick frozen. Harold's Market, Main Street next to the railroad tracks in Imperial. The best place to buy fresh meat.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever. So help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Mike Dominic at 636-931-3888.
We've got more play-by-play coming up later on this week. As Farmington hosts Fredericktown in a boys game on Friday night. And then doubleheader Mineral Area College action, I think against Three Rivers. Doubleheader action on Saturday on J98. The officials over at the scores table make sure everything adds up correctly. 59-51. Central was able to get 1 point in their last possession before the fourth quarter. And they've got the basketball to start the fourth quarter here. So they can pull a little bit closer. They can pull to within 6, maybe even 5 on this possession. St. James has shot the ball so well outside of the arc as well. 2 for Bushman, 3 for Marlett, and 4 for Shauna Reinhardt. So 9 3-pointers by these Lady Tigers. All right, Central basketball. Mackenzie Jones has the basketball. 6 points for her, but none in the second half. And she's a team leader in scoring on the air with nearly 15 a game. Casey with it, left wing. Finds Tristan Jordan at the top of the key. Now right side, Sydney Skaggs looks for a drive and turned it over. Threw it right to Huffman. Just hit her right in the hands. And now quickly the other way, Shauna Reinhardt misses the layup on the left side. Kicking it back outside of the arc is Marlett, though. Head of the circle, Bushman. Huffman now slicing along that left baseline. Throws it out on the other side. That's to Reinhardt in the right corner. Huffman gets it right back over there. Huffman with just 2 points tonight. Averages 8.6 on the year. Another 3 by Shauna Reinhardt. This girl can shoot it now. Blackjack for Reinhardt. 5 triples for her on the night. 62-51. I think that's the 10th 3 of the game for St. James. Just shooting the eyes out of it tonight from three-point range. And too many turnovers by Central on the offensive end. And here's another one as this ball is tied up on the floor. And Central gives it back on the alternate possession. 62-51, an 11-point lead for St. James. Alexis Huffman running the point. And she's watched closely there by Mackenzie Jones, all over her. A bouncer now to the right wing. That's to Marlett, right back to Huffman. And Bushman now swings it over to the left corner. Reinhardt, boy, the freshman sniper out there. 21 points for her. And now a pass down to the right low block. And the shot from McDowell was blocked. Kick it back outside. Reinhardt actually misses this 3. Sydney Skaggs caught it at half court. Once again walked with it. Another turnover by the Central Lady Rebels. And that's number 26 tonight. 6:33 remaining in the fourth quarter, 62-51, the 11-point lead for the Lady Tigers. And the Lady Rebels just giving it back over to St. James too many times. Central going to get pulled out of that 2-3 zone now, shift into the man-to-man. They're going to have to probably up the tempo here. Something's got to change for them to win this game. And another three-pointer. Have mercy, Shauna Reinhardt. 24 points for Shauna Reinhardt. 6 threes for this young lady. And 65-51, it's the largest deficit of the game for the Central Lady Rebels. Olivia Casey trying to chisel her way in along that left baseline. And she's fouled on the way in. That's the third one on Shauna Reinhardt. My goodness. Shauna Reinhardt, a 44% three-point shooter coming into this one. That average is going up tonight, folks. That's a great average to begin with. She'd hit 23 pointers coming in, but she's got 6 more of them tonight. Free throw is made by Olivia Casey. 5'6" freshman. Olivia scoring 11.6 on the year, but that's her first point tonight. So Casey back to the stripe. She led the team in both attempts and makes from the free throw line on the year. 30 for 40, so 75%, and she made both of those. 5:58 remaining in the fourth quarter, 65-53. St. James leading Central by 12. And a timeout on the floor now. I'll tell you more after this 30-second pause right here on J98.
The entire faculty and staff of the South Iron School District would like to take this time to wish the South Iron Panthers the best of luck this season. The Panthers have proven that they have what it takes to be winners both on and off the court, and everyone at the South Iron School District is very proud of each of you. Again, good luck this basketball season to the South Iron Panthers from the entire faculty and staff at the South Iron School District.
Thanks for joining us tonight right here on J98 The Boot and also online at MyMoInfo.com, J98 Web TV. Full court pressure by Central coming out of the timeout. Shauna Reinhart crosses the timeline. Fires to McDowell. They'll get it to their point now here in Uffman. Man-to-man pressure by Central. Waving the ball overhead, Marlett. Back and forth. Now drives it to the head of the circle. Back to the right side. Uffman. Back to Marlett at the top of the key. Crossover dribble. Gets to the middle of the paint. Kicks it over the left wing. Reinhart again. This time, it mercifully rattles in and out. 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth. 65-53. A 12-point advantage for St. James. Ball rolls out of bounds off of the Lady Tigers. Central's got it back. The Lady Tigers with 11 3-point makes in the game tonight. They have just been fantastic outside of the arc. Sydney Skaggs enters the ball to her sister Megan. Sydney gets it right back, looks to attack, spins in the lane, misses the shot. Rebound tapped out off of St. James. Central basketball, 5:15 on this fourth quarter clock. 65-53, a 12-point advantage for St. James. Central basketball left to the bucket. Merritt has it along that baseline. Ball nearly stolen away. Megan Skaggs, though, picks it up, middle of the lane, misses a shot. Bushman grabs a hold. Bushman looks up the floor, fires it ahead. This is Corinne Anselm attacking from the left low block, fouled on her way to the goal by Mackenzie Jones. Jones whistled for her third personal. So Anselm looking for her first score, the 5'5" sophomore. Corinne's had a nice tournament. She averages 3.5 points per game coming in, but she's done better than that in both tournament games. 7 and 5 points respectively, but misses the front end of the two-shot foul there. And here comes Emma Rogers. Checks in for Shauna Reinhart. Call her girl on fire. 24 points for her. She has been a sniper. Corinne Anselm hits the second of the two-shot foul. 66-53. 13-point advantage for St. James. And Mackenzie Jones drives down the floor. Airballs the runner. Merritt has the rebound. Stick back won't go. Grabs her own rebound and fouled on the putback attempt that time. Fouled by Rogers. And so Briley Merritt goes to the free throw line. Briley had a good first half. She matched her season's average with 7 points. Merritt at the free throw line where she's 1 for 2 tonight. Misses the first. Got another one upcoming. Briley looking for her first score of the second half. She's been stuck on those 7 points since the break. Bends the knees, flips the wrist, and couldn't hit it. This one going off the side of the iron. Saved back in by Sydney Skaggs, but saves it back over to St. James. St. James quickly down the floor. Uffman's got on that left wing. And they're going to stay out along the perimeter and force Central's defense to come and play them here. Bushman has it. Slices down the left side of the lane all the way to the goal. Misses the runner. And the rebound ripped down by Merritt. A foul coming from behind as Uffman tried to pick it back away from Mackenzie Jones. First foul on Alexis Uffman. And we'll walk down and shoot some free throws. 1-on-1 variety. The Lady Tigers had 24 steals the first time these two played this year. And there have been 26 turnovers by the Lady Rebels in this ball game. Jones to the free throw line and pops in the first. Mackenzie's got 7. She's about halfway to her season's average. So the second one by Jones. On the way, missed it. Hard off the back iron. 66-54. The lead is 12 for St. James. St. James being a little bit more patient on the offensive end now. They've got that double-digit lead halfway through the fourth quarter here. Anselm comes around, or Marlett comes around to grab it, I beg your pardon, and now bounces it back out to Bushman between the circles. Bushman, a good slasher. Dribble weave handoff, Marlett. Marlett on that right wing, crossover dribble, fires it back outside, asks for Bushman. Bushman spins a 360, slicing down the left side of the lane. Can't hit the runner, but fouled on her way in. MJ Bushman going to the free throw line. And the foul goes against Megan Skaggs, number 3 for her. MJ Bushman is 70% foul shooter on the season. She is 2 for 3 tonight and make it 3 of 4. 19 points for MJ Bushman. The leader for the Tigers has come off the bench, Shauna Reinhardt. 6 threes for Reinhardt tonight and 24 total points. Bushman back to the stripe, rattled it home. And she's got 20. So 2 20-point scores for the St. James Lady Tigers. 68-54. Matches the largest lead of the game for St. James, 14 points. They led at 65-51 as well. St. James won the JV contest tonight as well, 35-25. 3:58 on this fourth quarter clock, 68-54. And you want to stay tuned to the Mike Dominic Insurance Agent post-game show. We'll have a chat with the coaches, break down the numbers. Central basketball. Sydney Skaggs caught in a trap in the deep right corner. Tries to play it out of there to Mackenzie Jones. Ball tapped away and out of bounds off of St. James. 3:48 remaining in our contest. Fire it into Olivia Casey. Casey way out along that right wing. Lost her dribble, but regains it. Now Merritt drives, pulls up, 14-footer, hard off the window, couldn't hit it. Megan Skaggs grabs the rebound, falls down, turns it loose to Casey. Casey fires it over to the right wing, Jones. Jones jab step, pulls up, free throw line jumper, 15-footer, rattles in and out. Sydney Skaggs high off the window, got it to go. And Sydney's got the double deuce, 22 points. Timeout by Matt Bradley and the Central Lady Rebels. 68-56. It's St. James by 12. 3:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. Tell you more on the other side of this 30-second pause on J98.
Hello, this is the Doctor of Heat of CNC Wood Furnace.
Please help me, sir. I'm being robbed by the electric company.
I understand, ma'am. I get phone calls like this all the time. I'll install a Heatmaster SS for you today, and you can start saving for tomorrow. And you'll have an endless supply of heat and hot tap water.
Oh, thank you, Doctor of Heat.
Hello, this is Clinton with CNC Wood Furnace. Energy isn't going to get any cheaper. Start saving a bunch of money today by calling 573-330-8869.
Full court pressure by Central as we return to action, and that one sliced up with some good passing, but Allie Keynes took some steps as she laid it in along that left side. So a turnover whistled against St. James. Very few of those in the second half for the Lady Tigers, only their 4th since halftime. Mackenzie Jones comes over to grab the basketball, 68-56. A 12-point lead for St. James. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in our fourth quarter. Top of the key, this is Briley Merritt. Merritt waiting for that offense to work. And now a lob underneath to Megan Skaggs. Count it. They've really got a nice high-low game. The Skaggs sisters so tough down there, and Olivia Casey threw a nice lead lob pass to her that time. Margin is 10, 68-58, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Remaining in regulation. Bushman out near half court playing catch with Marlett. Marlett looking for a drive right of the lane and now turns it back around to Uffman. Uffman plays to Bushman, top of the key, and then to Marlett in the backcourt. Tapped there by Central. Uffman grabs a hold of it there. Now Bushman across the timeline, whistles a pass cross court and turns it over. So the Central Lady Rebels extending that defense in the half court, forcing St. James into a few errors. 68-58. St. James still by 10. Lady Rebels basketball. Lady Rebels are going to have to make a whole lot of shots and hope for some misses, you'd think, from the free throw line for St. James if they're able to get back in this thing. Now a pass over to the right side. Merritt from 17 feet. Wouldn't go. Sydney Skaggs had the rebound for a moment and then was fouled. So she'll have a chance at the free throw line. 2 fouls upcoming. Central in the 2-shot bonus, and St. James not even in the 1-on-1 yet. Only 5 team fouls on the Central Lady Rebels. Skaggs to the free throw line. Sydney Skaggs. First one is in. She's got 23. What a game by Sydney. Scored 16 in the first half, and she was rebounding the ball, blocking shots, stealing the ball as well. Second free throw up from her. That's perfect. She's got 24. And 68-60. A modest 6-0 push by Central. They've made it an 8-point game. Bushman has it just into the forecourt here. Now to Uffman. Lobs it over to her. The Lady Rebels can afford to play ultra aggressive as they only have 5 team fouls. But right now, St. James playing keep away. A drive down that left baseline. And now a runner from the right side as McDowell scores that on a nice feed by Reinhardt. Allison McDowell, the 5'8 sophomore, puts it in. Sydney Skaggs calling for it. Gets it deep in the paint. Missed it, but fouled. Then she goes back to the line. 70-60. St. James by 10. 1:35 remaining in the fourth. That's the 4th foul on Bushman. Bushman has 20 in the game. Sydney Skaggs hits another free throw. 25 for Sydney. Megan with 18, 43 from the Skaggs sisters. Next one for Sydney's got that one as well, 26. Her tremendous game continues. Full court pressure by Central. Uffman fires it across that timeline all the way up the floor. Count the shot, and a foul goes against Megan Skaggs, her 4th. And there's Reinhardt back in the scoring column. She's got 26, and she's matched Sydney Skaggs point for point. Most of hers coming outside of the arc. She's got 6 3-point makes tonight. 72-62. Back to a 10-point advantage for St. James. With Shauna Reinhardt to the free throw line. Can you believe she's a 58% foul shooter? I'm having a hard time with that number. 27 points for Shauna. She pops that one through. 73-62. This is a higher scoring game than the last time these two met. 62-42 the last time. Sydney Skaggs has it outside, and the ball stolen away from her. And in the backcourt, St. James being very patient. 70 seconds remaining. Uffman crosses that timeline. She's double teamed. The ball kicked away by Sydney Skaggs. And 69 seconds remaining in regulation. 73-62. St. James leads it here. St. James went on top in the first half by 11 points. A 9-0 run got Central back into it. Central was able to close within a point. Was never able to equalize it or take the lead, though. And then St. James pushed the margin out to 14 in the fourth quarter. And a timeout now with 63 seconds left. 73-62, St. James looking for a title here at Central. Tell you more in a minute on J98.
Midwest Orthopedics Group with Dr. Scott Van Ness and Dr. Christopher Sloan are orthopedic surgeons and podiatrists who offer total joint replacements, arthroscopic surgery, carpal tunnel, fracture care, workman's compensation cases, foot care, and surgery. And new patients are welcome. All surgery and care done locally in Farmington. That's Midwest Orthopedics Group, just down from Buffalo Wild Wings in the Midwest Professional Building in Farmington. Midwest Orthopedics Group.
It's Auto Center's Bonne Terre year-end celebration with thousands of dollars in savings. Every certified car, truck, and SUV with a lifetime warranty is clearly marked down thousands. Qualified customers receive 0 down and 0 payments till spring. Let's not forget, everybody's approved at Auto Centers. Auto Centers is the only dealer with Green Light Auto Credit, certified vehicles, and lifetime warranty. So get it all at Auto Centers on Highway 67, Bonne Terre, or on the web, autocenters67.com.
73-62, we're under a minute to go in the girls' championship game of the Central Christmas Tournament. 57th annual Bob Seacrest Jr. Christmas Tournament. And St. James, the #1 seed, has played like it here today. They played like it throughout the tournament, in fact, as they look to win every game in this tournament by double figures. A 73-36 win over Bismarck, then 79-45 over Arcadia Valley. And they're looking to defeat Central for the second time this year, both in tournament championships. Defeated them by 20 at the Potosi Tournament Championship. And they lead it now with 43 seconds left to play in this one, 74-62 as the free throw goes down for M.J. Bushman. MJ's got 21. Bushman averaging 16 on the year to lead this team, but Shauna Reinhardt with a great game for St. James. She's got 27. Bushman hit the second one as well, so 22 for her. 35 seconds remaining in our contest. A little pick and roll at the right elbow. Sydney Skaggs grabs it, sends it back outside to Mackenzie Jones. Jones played it over to the left wing. And now outside of the arc, Merritt tries the triple and rattled it in. Briley Merritt hits a three-point shot. Haven't been a whole lot of those for Central in this game. In fact, two. Sydney Skaggs hit one, Mackenzie Jones hit one, and then Merritt now hits the third of the contest for the Lady Rebs. And Mackenzie Jones fouls out, having scored 7 points tonight. Well, certainly something to shoot for the Central Lady Rebels. They'd played a tough schedule. This will be their third loss of the year. The first one, the first game of the year to Sullivan. Great ball club, 50-46, but the St. James team has cast the spell over them twice this season. Free throws missed by Uffman, and Central's got it. Megan Skaggs up the floor, and the ball tapped over to the far sideline and then stolen away by St. James. That's Uffman grabbing a hold. 52 steals for Uffman on the season. Only 13 games in. There's your ball game. 75-65. And St. James wins every game in the Central Tournament by double figures. 75-65 tonight in the championship tilt. Congratulations to the St. James Lady Tigers, still unblemished on the year at 13-0 under first-year head coach Terry Wells. For the Central Lady Rebels, 7-3 now, and two of those losses coming to St. James.